Ladies and gentlemen, a Jewish anti-Zionist college student, which is just, a lot of fucked up in and of itself, she spoke against a pro-Israel speaker on campus, and she got absolutely destroyed and schooled. Check it out.
Every day as a Jewish American, I feel in my body the 26,000 Palestinians who were slaughtered, everyone who was slaughtered in 1948, everyone who was slaughtered in 1967, and everyone who has been slaughtered in between who are Palestinians because of the creation of Israel. And as a Jewish person, I do not stand, and I cannot stand with that blood in my hands.
Look what Israel is doing. I'm being associated with it. People are associating me with Israel, and it's terrible, and it's ruining all my friendships. It's like, grow up. Grow up. Obsessing over this. Oh yeah, I'm not with that crowd. I'm not a Zionist. Look what's happening. And I can't subscribe to that. It's like they killed your people. They killed us on October 7th. They want to kill all of us. Israel's on the front lines fighting for you. The ungratefulness is unbelievable.
And because of that, I would like to take some time right now for all of you to look around the room. She asked you, don't be distracted by them. Don't get distracted.
I didn't. I multiple times said look around.
Okay,
the room.
I know you said look around.
I actually said to look at those faces of these innocent people.
And, they're not innocent because they're under...
No, I didn't say that either.
Okay, whatever. Well, I would like to read the Mourner's Cottage now to recognize all of the people who have been slaughtered.
With all due respect, I'm not. I'm sorry. The Mourner's Cottage is no. Sorry. I'm not. No. This is not something that you do. You need a minion. You cannot do this. I'm sorry. I'm a religious Jew.
Are you telling me how I can display my?
I'm telling you how I'm going to run an event that I am.
Okay, in case you're completely lost, the Mourner's Cottage is something you say when, for your loved one or someone that passed away, and you're basically, it's like a mourner's prayer, and you can only do it with 10 men, and there's no 10 men in the room, and she's just saying it without a minion, which is against Jewish law. And the speaker is obviously Orthodox, so she understands that.
The speaker of, if you would like to go say Kaddish out in the hallway or quietly to yourself, you're totally welcome to. And anybody who ever starts a statement with "as a Jew," I promise you, they are not speaking for the Jewish people. They are speaking for themselves and only themselves. Any Jews in the room? Did she speak for you?
Yes.
And you're the second one who would also say "as a Jew," who doesn't represent anyone else in the Jewish community. Sorry. If you ever have to start a statement with "as a Jew," you know for a fact that you are speaking out against what the Jewish community
feels. I'm defending
with all due respect, you just spoke about 26. You just spoke about 26,000 people and said that they were slaughtered, and you included 10,000 Hamas terrorists in the process. And the fact that you cannot make that separation says everything about how you see this conflict. With all due respect, we are not slaughtering people. We are trying to take out terrorists who just slaughtered us. And by the way, 1948 was a war started by Arab Palestinians. 1967 was a war started by the Arab countries of Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. So how you can argue that we slaughtered people in those wars when we did not start them and we did not ask for them, and every single one of them was calling for the annihilation of the state of Israel. So basically join the rest of them who say that I just need to lay down and die. Please, because I don't have anywhere else to go. And many other Jews would say the same thing. So live comfortably here in America. And
I can't live comfortably in America while everyone else is being killed in Israel.
No, but you do. You do. As a Jew, you live comfortably in America, and you're able to sit there and say what you just said. But say it to the Yemenite Jews. Say it to the Yemenite Jews. Say it to the Jews of Libya. Oh, right, there are none because they were all killed or kicked out. Say it to the Jews of France who right now are fleeing en masse. Yeah, it's very, very comfortable to sit in your high ivory tower and talk down to people who are trying to protect themselves from terrorism and from people who just gang raped us. I'm not going to stand for it. I'm sorry. I just won't. How they completely ignore terror and stand up as a Jew as if somehow that gives you more legitimacy. It doesn't. You could be a Jew and you could be as equally as ignorant as everybody else. And you just saw it. She started by saying 1948. I didn't start a war in 1948. A war was started against me in 1947, and I defended myself in that war. And another war was started against me in 1967, and I defended myself. And if you say what that girl just said, basically the message that you are sending to Jews and to Israel is that we just need to be destroyed. I get it. I understand. I get that if you feel this way, then it's very uncomfortable to live in a world where Jews can finally defend themselves. and that you want to stand here and say Kaddish and act as if we should apologize for defending ourselves. I'm never going to. I don't know how many times I have to say it, and I know that no matter how many times some people won't believe me. But I genuinely care about innocent Palestinians, which is why I stand up and speak out the way that I do. Because I genuinely believe that they are the victims of Hamas. And every day that you don't speak out against Hamas is another day that you are getting more people killed. And how you don't see that, how you don't see that you are causing direct harm to the people that you are trying to protect, just doesn't, you're so blind by an ideology that has somehow preached to you that a people that have been historically oppressed, somehow is now the oppressor. When every step of the way, if you just go back and look at the evidence, this is an oppressed group that continues to try to protect themselves from people who continue to try to destroy them. And again, I'll say it again, thank God I live in a world where I can defend myself. Because that girl and everyone else who's standing up is telling me exactly what kind of world that they would like to live in. A world where we can just slaughter Jews and nobody's gonna defend them. Because that's what we're doing right now. You say that, but when you call for a ceasefire, when you tell us to stop doing what we're doing in Gaza, you're basically telling me to die. Because Hamas has said over and over again that they will kill me over and over until I'm dead. So how many more Jews need to die? How many more Jews need to die for you to be able to finally say, you know what, Jews do have the right to defend themselves?
Wow. Absolute chills. And it brings me back to this quote from Rabbi Meir Kahana, where he said, I would rather an Israel that is hated by the world than an Auschwitz that is loved by it. So I'll leave you with that. I don't know why I'm getting emotional here, but this constant persecution of Jews and this constant double standard applied to Jews is shockingly evil. It's to the point where you can't even believe it. And to think that, and this is a while back, after the slaughter of her own people, a Jewish student can get up and say, I'm not with them. I'm not defending the Jews against the jihadists. I'm one of the good Jews. I'm one of the good Jews that just wants my people to die. That's basically what she's saying. For more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. I'll leave that in the description below. Also, check out our channel memberships. We're releasing a lot of exclusive content soon. And if you can get access to that, that'd be great as well. Thank you, and have a good one.